No one expected Earth to answer a simple distress signal from a tiny, forgotten planet on the edge of the galaxy. The alien colony of Niro 7 sent out a faint SOS, barely hoping anyone would hear. But when humanity received that call for help, they didn't just send a few ships or a token rescue team. They dispatched an entire fleet, bristling with technology and determination that shook the cosmos. What started as a quiet plea quickly turned into a galactic spectacle no one saw coming. The Threxel aliens were unprepared for the sheer scale and speed of the human response. To them, Earth was just a young and distant world, barely a player in galactic affairs. But the humans' arrival proved that compassion, strength, and action could rewrite the rules of interstellar diplomacy. This was more than a rescue mission. It was a declaration that no cry for help would ever go unanswered again, and it forever changed how the galaxy viewed humanity. The unexpected signal far beyond the densely populated galactic core, on Xi, the edge of known space, the small alien colony of Niro 7 was facing disaster. The planet's core was destabilizing due to a rare mineral extraction accident, threatening to render the entire surface uninhabitable. The colonists, belonging to the Threxel species, known for their stoic nature and isolationist policies, had no choice but to send out a desperate call for help using an archaic SOS beacon. The signal was weak and faded quickly into the depths of space, barely registering on the galactic networks monitored by most advanced civilizations. But Earth's deep space listening arrays, refined and sensitive beyond most, caught the faint distress call. Humanity's doctrine: to help, no matter what. Unlike many interstellar powers that prioritized politics, profit, or strategic alliances, humanity had developed a unique approach to distress signals. Rooted in their painful history of near extinction and the value they placed on empathy and cooperation, Earth created the Universal Response Doctrine. This doctrine committed them to respond to any genuine SOS, regardless of origin or relationship. Within hours of decoding the SOS from Niro 7, Earth activated Project Guardian, a rapid response operation that would mobilize medical, engineering, scientific, and defense fleets to the distant colony. Arrival of the Earth. Fleet for the Threxel. The arrival of Earth's fleet was unimaginable. Hundreds of ships descended from hyperspace, not just military vessels, but cargo carriers filled with aid supplies, hospitals aboard massive ships, and teams of engineers prepared for disaster mitigation. The flagship, HSS Soul's Mercy, broadcast a simple message of hope and solidarity, reassuring the colonists that help was at hand. The rescue operation. The humans deployed advanced geological stabilizers to contain the core's activity. Atmospheric scrubbers were set up to neutralize toxic gases leaking into the air. Medical teams established field hospitals, and engineers worked tirelessly alongside Threxel scientists to reinforce the planet's surface. A critical element was the use of gravity manipulation technology borrowed from asteroid mining operations, which helped ease seismic pressure. Galactic reactions news of Earth's intervention spread rapidly. Some galactic powers praised humanity's decisiveness, while others viewed it as an unexpected display of power and potential influence. The Galactic Council convened to discuss whether Earth's actions were an overreach or a new model for interstellar cooperation. The human-alien connection. During the operation, touching moments occurred. One involved a young Threxel child who wandered into a human base camp. A soldier shared a simple meal, and a photograph of the moment went viral across galactic media, symbolizing unity beyond species and politics. Aftermath and legacy. The planet, stabilized thanks to Earth's intervention. Earth departed with no demands or expectations, but left behind a legacy of hope and alliance. The Galactic Council eventually adopted parts of Earth's Universal Response Doctrine, marking a new era of galactic humanitarianism. Narrative expansion and realism, human history and motivation. Tie Earth's response to its own history. The near collapse of civilization on Earth, nuclear war, pandemics, climate disasters, shaped a culture that values quick, unconditional help. Technology realism. Explain gravity manipulation as a practical use of physics-based tech already researched in real-world experimental gravity and mining concepts. Political balance. highlight the diplomatic tension between Earth and other galactic powers wary of Earth's rising influence. Sociocultural impact, show how Earth's intervention changes. Threxel society, inspiring openness and cooperation instead of isolationism. Chapter 7. The Human Fleet's Arrival. A shock to the Threxales. The human fleet emerged from hyperspace. The orbital sensors of Niro 7 blared alarms. Governor Vexar Karen stood on the bridge of the colony's main space station, staring out at the unexpected sight. Hundreds of human ships, their hulls gleaming under Niro 7's twin suns. The size and scale of the fleet were unlike anything the Threxel had ever witnessed. "Is this a declaration of war?" one of his advisors whispered, eyes wide with alarm. Vexar shook his head. "No. The Soul's Mercy just opened a channel. They're speaking in our language." A calm, confident voice filled the station's comm system. "This is Admiral Sarah Carter of the United Earth Response Armada," the transmission began. "We have received your distress call and are here to assist. You are not alone." For a species that prided itself on stoicism and self-reliance, the unexpected arrival of an entire fleet was a paradigm shift. The Threxil were used to isolation, rarely inviting external intervention. But now, facing their potential extinction, hope flickered anew. First contact, bridging the cultural divide. When the humans landed their first teams on Niro 7's surface, the tension was palpable. The Threxil, tall and slender with translucent blue skin and multifaceted eyes, approached cautiously. Their body language was reserved, often misunderstood by humans as coldness or disinterest. Admiral Carter personally led the first delegation, determined to foster trust. "I come in peace," she said through the translator device. "Our mission is to help save your home." Vexar met her in the ruined city center. Dust from collapsed buildings swirled in the wind as they shook hands, a moment symbolizing fragile trust. "It is not in our nature to accept aid," Vexar admitted. "But our situation leaves us no choice." Admiral Carter nodded. "Humanity has learned that no matter how strong or independent you are, sometimes survival depends on accepting help. Technology and collaboration." The real work began immediately. Human engineers and Threxil scientists collaborated, sharing data on the planet's geology and ecosystem. Dr. Alara Jin, Earth's lead geologist, explained the gravity stabilizers to her Threxil counterparts. "These devices create a localized gravity field that can redistribute tectonic stresses," she said. "Think of it like placing your hands on a cracked bridge to steady it." The Threxil scientists were amazed. "This technology could change how we approach planetary mining instability," one remarked, eyes gleaming with newfound hope. Medical teams treated the injured with advanced nanobot therapies, rapidly repairing tissue damage and fighting infections far more efficiently than the Threxil's traditional treatments. An unexpected threat, political tensions rise. While the rescue mission unfolded, the news reached the Galactic Council. The Threxil's neighbors, the Zephyr Dominion, viewed Earth's intervention with suspicion. "The humans are interfering where they have no right," a Zephyrian ambassador argued. "This display of military force could destabilize the region." Other council members urged caution, but acknowledged the success of the rescue operation. Admiral Carter was summoned for a hearing, where she presented Earth's case. "Our fleet came in response to a humanitarian distress call," she stated firmly. "We do not seek control, only to uphold our doctrine to help those in need." The council was divided, but ultimately Earth's action set a precedent for future cooperation. Small moments, big impact. Amid the tension and technology, small human gestures made the greatest impact. One evening, Sergeant Leo Rivas found a Threxil, child Riax, wandering alone near a human encampment. She was drawn by the smell of cooking. He handed her a simple meal pack, bread-like food with a mild flavor, unfamiliar but comforting. Riax accepted it hesitantly. Their eyes met, and in that brief moment, language barriers dissolved. The photograph of that moment was shared across the galaxy, a powerful symbol that no matter how different, kindness transcends all. Turning the tide, the planet. Stabilize's days turned into a week. The combined efforts began to bear fruit. The gravity stabilizers held, reducing seismic activity. Volcanic eruptions slowed as pressure released steadily. The atmosphere cleared as scrubbers filtered toxins, and thousands of colonists regained hope. Governor Vexar publicly thanked Admiral Carter. "You saved our world when we thought all was lost. Your people showed us what it means to truly stand together." Admiral Carter replied, "Humanity believes no one should face extinction alone." Legacy and change. When the mission concluded, Earth left behind not only technology but also friendship. The Galactic Council adopted the Universal Response Doctrine as a model for interstellar aid, fostering a new era of cooperation. The Threxil. Once isolationists opened their borders, inviting cultural and scientific exchange. Riax grew up to become an ambassador, promoting peace between Earth and the Valari expanse.